Hey, my fellow YouTubers, Jim here again. I've been getting a lot of questions about the pump, the wire, just random questions, and so I can now finally make a video on my pump because I had to tear down my pool because the neighbor's laminate roof flew over on a windstorm and sliced mine. And you can see that, you'll see the other video here somewhere where I used what's it called again?
Flex tape.
Flex tape. Thank you, sir. And anyway, so let's move on. So I noticed that the cord to the pump already had its own GFI in it. And as a matter of fact, in order to turn it off, you just press test, and then you want to turn it back on, you press reset. Even if you press reset right now and stick it in there, it's not going to run. You have to push reset after it's plugged in. That's also why I don't have a GFI breaker here, because I know this was the GFI plus. This is $1.08 and the GFI breaker is like $20. So, and that's kind of on the inexpensive side. And I think that's the 15 amp, or the 15 amp, not the 20 amp. So this right here is the suction side. I mean, not the suction, the discharge side. Woo! Where it comes out of the pump, it goes into the pump, the filter comes out and goes back inside. And so, as you guys know, you gotta unscrew that O-ring inside there. Now, when I was doing the video about how to install this pump, someone said, hey, the black O-ring goes on the inside. And I won't say he's wrong, because typically the black O-ring does go on the inside, but in this case it doesn't, because as you see, it's got that little square tab on top, and that lines up with this like that. And so that's the way it's supposed to go. The other thing is, somebody said that it was leaking from here. So when I first installed it, mine started leaking too. So what I figured out I had to do was just adjust this a little bit, just loosen the locking ring, loosen it just enough to adjust it and tighten it down. And you gotta mess with it for a little while before it actually stops leaking. Now, another guy asked me how the cord goes in, and so now you can see how the cord goes in. They put that hot polymer plastic or whatever it is to seal the cord. So that's how the cord goes in. And then, sorry for the camera shake, my dog was licking my wife's leg. Something I wish I could do. Anyways, this looks like it's just a ring to keep the motor in. Oh yeah, there we go. So there you go. And so there's your little pump. And so the water goes, I'll tell you about this in a minute, my filter, but the water goes through here and then down through that hole, down into here, and the pump pumps it out and pushes it out that way. Now, I used to find that I would get debris right in here, and so it wouldn't suck like it's supposed to. So I had to turn it off and then look down in there and clear out any debris right here, and then I got my good suction back again. So this is it. This is all that it takes. And I'm gonna hurry because my wife and I are sweating to death. So this is an Orca filter, and as you can see, it catches a lot of debris. And you only hold it on with two little rubber bands that they supply you with. And I'll put the link for this in the description. But look at this. you can, oh my gosh. It needs to be clean. You gonna hold it, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put your finger right there.
Okay.
No, put like this. And this, there you go. Now hold. Really? Pull. Awesome. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, right here you can see it's really, the holes are real tight, and then this is just the standard, the standard mesh they send with it. So you just rinse it off with a hose, and then, oh my gosh, this is so full of sand. It needs to be rinsed out, but you understand the point. You just put the thick piece in first, and then you roll it. And I'm not showing you a good picture, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep turning sideways. Because when I do, you get to see my fat belly. So, anyways, yeah, you just keep turning. It goes straight into there, and it just, or you can just leave it wrapped like this if you don't want to do the other way. And this works fine as well. I just prefer to wrap it because to me it seems like the more I have this on top of that, the greater efficiency it's going to have. But this is really good for getting out all your heavy debris, and it will even stop some of the powder stuff if you get algae or whatever in there. If not, then I just use the pleated filters. So anyways, we've had this for like a year and a half, and I change the filter every day. And so it's still doing great, and so are the rubber bands. Got to say goodbye. Someone's burning. My wife is my photographer. She can't stand the smell of that smoke and whatnot. Plus my eyes are burning. Anyways, please subscribe. Got any questions, ask them, and don't be afraid to share this with your friends.
Bye.
Have a great Father's Day.